All right, friends, welcome to episode 79 of Solaris Nights. Adam Kiseki versus the God of Explosion. We are using the new audio setup, so again, please tell me if something goes wrong here. Or maybe it'll be like the last episode where we didn't record the whole first 20 minutes because Kane was muted locally on my computer for some reason, and I don't understand why. Adam Kiseki, you have received a Comstar message from like whatever the future version of is 23andMe or whatever the genealogical site is, from the University of Atreus in the Free Worlds League, and it's an encoded word of Blake message indicating that you haven't sent any reports back. Is everything okay?
Yes. I think Adam gets that in the early morning and just sends back the encoded reply of the schematics that he has been working on.
Okay. All right.
For the new test platform. And then just says establishing cover and collecting resources.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to establish my cover and collect some resources.
I thought you might.
Adam, looks in the mirror, kind of says to himself, "Oh, it's been a bit. I guess it's best we get acquainted with everyone." And leaves his quarters to basically do, at this point, a proper, lap around Apex Dragon's compound.
Sure.
Because for a while, Adam has kind of been keeping to himself, focusing on his matches, kind of just getting used to being back on Solaris with a new face. So now he is going to, I think we see a great deal of discomfort on his face that he slowly washes away as he goes through the rather uncomfortable process of having to reintroduce himself to people he already knows.
Did you actually want to play that out, or you just want to hand wave it?
I think that the one that we probably need to play out, because I think that Adam actually has some things to say to her, is Zuri.
Okay. Oh boy. You got something to say, have you? All right. Zuri's in her office. She's a lot worse now. She's like a full-on alcoholic at this point. But she gestures for you to come in. If there was a file on the life of Adam Kiseki, what would it indicate his favorite alcohol was?
The file on the life of Adam Kiseki probably does not talk about if he drinks at all.
Okay.
In fact, it is likely implied that he doesn't.
When you enter, she reaches into the mini fridge next to her desk and pours you a glass of what's it? Seltzer water?
Mm-hmm. Is it like fruit flavored?
Yeah, it's like grape flavored. It has a vaguely purple tinge to it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That purple stuff.
Yeah, big purple. So yeah, he sits down and says, "Thank you very much, Miss Carlson."
Adam, what can I do for you?
I suppose it's overdue, but I guess I was wondering what I could do to make each other's work easier.
You've been winning.
have-
If you keep winning, I don't anticipate you're going to have any problems.
Yes, I just wanted to consult with you. This is a partnership after all, and I do not want to take too long to neglect it. I believe I have had a sufficient time to adjust to the day-to-day of Solaris, and now I can get to proper work.
Well, I'll tell you,
any-
I think you're the only gladiator who hasn't done any advertising.
Yes,
I know we've currently got that contract with Jacobson Unlimited. At this point, it doesn't look like we're going to finish it in the next 2.5 weeks. Not unless everybody really ups their game, but I'm not even saying you have to advertise for them, just for anybody.
Well, certainly I was considering doing what I could for the Jacobson contract, as that is something that we have signed on for. I do not think it would look well on the stable to not complete it, but on a personal note, something for, I suppose, the audience I've been cultivating specifically. I'm not sure if you had any insights on that. I don't know. I was hoping to create something fashionable, something.
Look, there's a lot of kilts going around right now. I'm not saying you need to get into that business, but, you know, there are a lot of watchers across the inner sphere, and if you can find some piece of clothing, you can make it fashionable. Is there an article of clothing you like or you think would sell well? I mean, it's December. It's almost Christmas, actually. So maybe like a parka?
He just looks down and he's still just wearing a military uniform like he always does. He's just like, Perhaps I should probably dress more diversely to begin with.
No, I mean, look, the thing about uniforms is that they're always in style. I mean, have you thought about rings or earrings? Maybe like a intellectual property protected tattoo?
He looks at the clipping of a Jade Falcon claw sticking out from under his cuff and pulls his arm back down again, or his sleeve back down. And just says, perhaps something along the lines of, I don't know, what about something along the lines of clothing inspired by military fashion?
Sure, there are always people who are happy to cosplay military units.
Not quite something so inappropriate, but...
Well, I mean, look, let me be frank with you. My job is to sell things, mostly you. You may find a distaste for it, but there are a lot of people in the inner sphere who enjoy dressing up as their favorite mercenary unit, as their favorite house military. You're also going to find that the kind of people that you'd be advertising to are the kind of people who like buying things in bulk. If you hit the right market, you can get that survivalist, doomsday prepper, militia crowd, and they buy things in huge numbers, hundreds or thousands on pallets.
Perhaps. You know what, sir? Fine. I think that is reasonable.
Let me ask you a question. Have we ever met before? I feel like you have an energy.
How much time have you spent on the clan front or in the Combine?
None?
Well, then I'd say it was quite unlikely unless I was on leave at some point.
Okay.
Been to Tharkad once. I understand you went to school there.
I did. I went to the University of Tharkad. She points to her master's degree. Very proud of it.
I mean, he's got the wakizashi on, so he nods and understands the appreciation one has for higher education. But he says, and I believe, unless you were there for a very particular evening, I highly doubt it. But I'm certainly glad that we have met now. He holds his hand out. I find difficulty with much of these things, and I believe that your work is going to help me significantly. I appreciate people who do their jobs well.
Well, it is my job, and I'm pretty good at it.
So I have seen. Tell you what, sir. I'll work on the advertising. If you can get me some designers to figure something out.
Of course. Here's my team's number. If you need to call them.
All right. Thank you.
As soon as you leave the room, she immediately grabs a drink and starts drinking. She sustained herself while waiting for the teetotaler to leave.
Yeah. He he just looks down at the ground and just kind of shakes his head slowly. And then keeps walking. And he goes to the gym.
Okay. There's a young man there, actually.
Yeah. Question is, which young man?
This is Percival.
As I understand, we've acquired a few.
That's true. This one is Percival.
All right. He walks in, sees Percy, like probably trying to lift a bar or something. And just looks around and says, "You're Percival, correct?"
Yeah. Yes, I am. You're Adam Kiseki, right? Yeah. Sorry, just getting my my reps in. Sorry.
Good. Physical training is important for the work we do, especially if you want to become any kind of real soldier and not just an entertainer. But, by the way, I am not actually assigned to train you, though it is a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Hey, you want to spot me for a couple reps real quick?
I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have to simply ask if you know where Osman is.
When you say that, I want you to imagine that someone appears in the doorway to the gym, as if they were leaning against the doorway the whole. Like you look over, and as if they've teleported there. He's standing like this. But of course you're getting the side shot, right? And he says, "So, you've been looking for me, Prince Osman Alp Aslan." Of course you would, Adam Kiseki. So it should be
I was assigned
noted,
to train you.
He looks like someone who's never piloted a mech before.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing William Williamson cosplay. So like his entire outfit is something that we would have seen William wearing in season 1. Like perfectly. It's like it's just been upsized to fit this guy. And he's got a gold chain that says Lil Drac on it.
Is he big?
He's not super big, but he's definitely bigger than William. Because William Williamson is in his 60s now and spends a lot of time sitting and hunching over.
Well, and also William did go by Little Drax. So
I mean, that's just because he's smaller than the big dragon. Look, it might be one of those nicknames, right, where you call a really big guy tiny. You know what I mean? Like you never know what a nickname
like Tiny
means.
Tony Bertoli.
Yeah, of course. You should definitely call him that.
Adam knows that guy. Adam doesn't. The
At
brain
his
inside
side,
Adam's body does.
he has a jewel-encrusted scimitar with a gold-plated hilt.
Excellent.
So, you're supposed to be the one to train me? Someone I've never even heard of before? Ridiculous. I'm supposed to be trained by the best.
Well, lucky for you, I'm better than anybody else here.
All right, he runs a hand through his hair. So this guy is like a Western Asian, Eastern Middle East. I guess it's kind of like Pakistani. Olive skin, brown hair. Definitely looks like, I mean, he called himself a prince, and he definitely looks like he wants to be like the artist known as Prince. He's just extra. He's extra in that way. So he sachets towards you. He like tries to spot for Percival, but he's so weak that he's having trouble doing it. And so the two of them just look like they're really struggling together. And then once he gets done, yeah, of course. So, Mr. Kiseki.
All right. That was
Amazing. Yes, I know.
not in the slightest. But that was a start. So we'll call it that and move swiftly
I have been
onward.
called the party starter.
Both of you get up.
Percival's just like, what? He still gets up, but he's confused.
Get those ridiculous outfits off. We've got workout clothes in the lockers. Put them on.
So Percival goes, but Osmond is just like, I will not be talked to in this way. You are speaking to the periphery prince. You may address me formally or kindly.
He walks up to Osmond and just gets really close to him and just says, my friend, do you want to be a mech warrior? I don't mean dressed up in some fancy military uniform, prancing about wax poetica about your superiority over everyone around you. I mean, when a man comes at you with a knife, you want to be able to, and he whips the wakizashi and holds it to Osman's neck for half a second.
There's no fear,
to be able
though.
to do something about it.
Make a roll.
Instinct, training.
I think it's gonna be entertainment. I think you're putting on a show.
Entertainment. Okay.
You know what? I actually will accept training here. I'll accept either.
Despite his softness, I will make him furious like the dragon.
He doesn't want to be like the dragon.
That is a 7.
Okay, so look, he's not 100% bought into this, but he says, I do like being seen as a mech warrior. Noor, come. And his manservant, Noor, actually his slave, arrives, and he says, Noor, dress me. And he just T-pose spread eagles. Well, Noor removes his William outfit and places the Jim outfit on him.
Oh.
You're dismissed, Noor. Noor disappears back outside the gym to wait for the next command. Good help is so hard to find these days, but I'm so glad that I found Noor. Well, let us begin, Adam Kiseki. What should I, am I jogging in place? Maybe some jumping jacks?
The hell is Percival?
Did you say, where's Percival?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Percival got done first. He didn't need someone to dress him.
All right, both of you outside.
Okay. They go.
Going to the ring. And he throws them both in a boxing ring.
All right.
Step one of being a mech warrior proper is you both need to learn that pain is part of the process. There are going to be a great deal of things that are going to be uncomfortable for you. You need to be willing and equipped for these things. So, first of all, I just want to get an idea of if you have absolutely any training whatsoever. So, as he wraps his own hand in bandages, both of you are going to try to hit me. Ideally, if you're smart, you'll work together to be able to hit me. Anytime you fail to hit me, I'm going to hit you. We're going to do this until you can actually, well, until one of you actually manages to hit me.
All right, so Percival goes, when do we start?
And I punch Percival.
Okay, I need you to make an attack roll because I know you think Percival, listen, he might not be strong. I haven't revealed this yet, but he actually is a boxer, and he's like, if you don't roll well, he's about to beat your ass.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
There's a part of his backstory we haven't revealed yet. Oh no.
I am going to edge that. Because even with my bonus to training, that was not very good. Oh my shit. Fucking god.
You go to punch him, and he just brushes it aside and clocks you. You're just like, there are stars in your eyes. he just starts wailing on you, like body
Adam
shot over and over again.
Adam starts laughing hysterically. Okay, that makes one of you.
Yeah, so in the process, he's saying something, but his accent changes. He's just like, oh, you want to mess with someone from Basalt, huh? I'll fuck you up, boy. He's just jackhammering you over and over again. Osmond is just sitting back like, if I don't punch you, you can't punch me. Looks like you are already getting your ass beat. Percival stops at some point and just like, I'm sorry,
No, Percival. That was the first good thing I've seen you do since you got here.
No. I don't know where that came from.
It came from the place that keeps you alive. You're a good boxer. You learned to fight like that.
I would prefer not to say. I just got lucky, I guess.
There's no such thing as luck in this world, Percival.
Do you believe that everything is predestined? No free will?
No. No, I just believe that people make decisions. In the day, we're all responsible for the choices we make. You are responsible for several very good punches.
That's me laughing, not him.
So, Osmond, you good at anything other than standing there?
All right. You beat Osmond's ass really badly. He is not good at boxing. You can tell he's never boxed before, and his idea of how to fight must have come from like 30-year-old William Williamson rap videos like I'm gonna kill Jasper Hiroka or Jasper Hiroka's a little bitch. So all of his fighting senses are like hopping back and forth and like hoo, ah, hoo, ha, hoo, like all this fake ass shit that you immediately just destroy him.
Yeah. And I think very quickly Adam just stops, picks him up off the ground, and just says, My friend, as much as your idol would say otherwise, Jasper Hiroka would wipe the floor with you, because he's actually a man of the military and has training. And so, Osman, unless you want to be the one referred to as a little bitch, going to need to take this seriously.
I don't even know who Jasper Hiroka is. That dude's got to be ancient. What is he, like 50? I'll beat his ass.
He's old, probably. It's been a long time. Learned about all kinds of things in the Fourth Succession War history. But I've been out of school for a while, and now you're going to be back in it, so let's get back into the swing of learning, shall we? And apparently, I also need practice at this because Percy just beat the shit out of me.
Percy's doing that thing where he's no, ridiculous. No, that's not what happened.
And then he's like, Percy, you'll excuse us. I do have actual mech training to get him through.
All right, so as Percival's walking away, he sees a mech being walked into the mech bay. It is a gold-plated urban mech, and he just goes, "What the fuck is that?" It's actually difficult to look at because it's so shiny and reflective. Like you look at it, you're like, "Oh, the burning fire of the sun! Oh, my precious gamer eyes!"
And if I'm correct, this is actually Osmond's, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Nora is piloting Osmond's mech into the mech bay.
Osmond, what the actual fuck is that?
Oh, that is my machine, you know. That is my mech, my partner, as it were. We are one together. Can't you tell?
Oh.
It looks just like me.
Get in.
Beautiful.
It does look just like you. Now get in.
All right, so you you cross the floor to the mech bay, and Nor gets out, and Osmond gets in. As he powers up the mech to full capability, it emits a lion's roar, like. All right, that's not a lion's roar. You know what a lion's roar sounds like, audience.
I thought that was pretty good.
I don't know. That sounded like me waking up in the morning.
Yeah. Adam is just going to run him through his paces of I need to figure out if this guy has absolutely any idea how to put one foot in front of the other, stay standing, and take a hit in this thing.
All right. So the thing is, he's really bad at gunnery. You can tell that the only targets he's ever shot at are ones that are neither shooting back nor moving. He's actually pretty good at moving it around, for a beginner.
He actually can pilot.
Yeah.
Osmond, I have the first bit of good news for you. You actually know how to move the machine.
Thank you.
I think you are extremely teachable. Now then, once again, just like in the boxing ring, hit me. And I start just tagging him with fake lasers as I'm running the golem around.
It's a lot of missing. It's just what does the Urban Mech have? An AC-10? Just an AC-10 round missing, but not. It's not even close.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and when he misses like 3 in a row, I just run by and shove the Urban Mech over.
All right, it falls over. No.
Now get up, Osmond.
For some reason, I'm now imagining it make noises like the turrets from Portal. Are you still there?
Okay, bye. Yeah. And we do that probably for the better part of a couple days until it's time for, until it's starting to get close to my match. And then I would like to research my opponent with Osmond there.
Sure. Go ahead.
Next step, Osmond. Know thy enemy. I'm facing a man referred to as the God of Explosions. So, let's see what he's made of.
Sure. What'd you get?
I got a none.
You may ask one question.
Yes, except I may ask two because of cold read.
Sure.
Because I am and always have been a ghosty boy. So when I research an opponent, I would like to know my opponent's current favorite battle mech.
You're not gonna like the answer to that. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. He's currently piloting a captured clan Kraken, which is
100-ton.
Star League Defense Force prototype of 10 Ultra AC2s and 4 machine guns.
That is absolutely hilarious.
There's a reason he's called God of Explosions.
This might be my favorite thing I've ever seen. That is incredible. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I've never been more delighted. I would also like to know his notable SPAs.
Well, I don't know that he has any unnotable SPAs, but if he had those, I wouldn't note them. He has Sniper and Dodge.
Okay. Good to know. All right. Also, I gained 1 point of stress. I am now at 1 stress.
Perfect. The folks at home, if you haven't seen the Kraken, it looks absolutely amazing. Look it up on Sarna. I guess you'll see it here in a little bit, but it looks incredible. Its arms are just made of guns. I don't mean like its arm ends in a gun barrel. I mean the entire arm is multiple guns.
Oh yeah, this thing is amazing. I am so excited. I'm gonna need to abuse the fuck out of minimum range. Incredible.
The thing about minimum range penalties is a 2 is not that big. You're still at close range.
Yeah, as I would say, speaking from experience, I am well aware.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. He is going to just sit with Austin though and walk him through like what he's planning on doing, how he plans to beat this guy, because he's definitely going to need to have a strategy going in against a 100-ton clan mech.
Osmond gets bored halfway through and pulls out his cell phone to play Tetris on.
Just grabs it out of his hand and sticks it in a shirt pocket.
All right, he calls for Noor, who brings him another cell phone.
Adam grabs it out of Noor's hand, sticks it in the shirt pocket.
You're getting the idea that whether or not Jasper Hiroka is a little bitch, may be up for contest, Osmond being a little bitch is definitely true.
Okay. Well,
Captain America's you. He's just like, I can do this all day, and has Nora bring him another cell phone, still in the plastic packaging.
Yeah, Adam just says, as can I, and just puts him in a headlock and facing the screen.
Wow.
Just
so like, much abuse of employees lately. Just, man, if Elizabeth finds out what Seth is doing to Alex or what you're doing to Osmond, y'all are in some deep shit.
Well, at least Percy can hold his own. Thank fuck. I was gonna be concerned about these interns.
You don't have to punch hard when you're boxing. You just have to punch a lot.
Exactly. So it's not like Adam's not trying to actually beat anybody down. He's trying to prove a point. Unfortunately, Percy's just a better boxer than him, so that point did not get proven. That's his life. But yeah, he says, husband, you focus up, pay attention, you do well with this. Eventually, you'll get to actually come to a television interview and meet Lil Drac.
Ah, well, that's very different for him. Suddenly, he's very committed to doing things the right way.
Ah, carrot and stick. Something actually does get through to you. I'm glad we could have this talk, husband. He kind of pats him on the back. Now, focus up. We've got work to do before the interview tomorrow. Yeah. And takes that into training Osman. But then, yeah, I suppose it's time for the match, because that's all I've got, is I wanted to talk to Zuri and then meet my intern, and we've got that all taken care of.
Sure.
Would you like a piece of gum, Osman?
Oh, wow. I'm going to use this effort. He's going to be like, what's gum?
He just hands him one.
All right.
You not
They don't
swallow
have
that.
this where he comes from. All right, you go to your interview. Are you bringing Osman?
Yes, he
Or has-
brings Osman.
Okay. Osman is just, he's just like, oh my god, this little Drac! This little Drac. He like grabs someone with a clipboard nearby and starts shaking him. He's like, that's little Drac! It's little Drac!
He just puts a hand on Osman's shoulder. They know who it is. Osman, they work here. Now,
I should buy this place.
the DBC, I think, might have your father's kingdom outbeat as far as funds.
It's true. I should conquer this place.
Well, for that, you're going to need to be a much better mech warrior than you currently are. But we'll get there, Osman. One thing at a time. First, if you wish to conquer this place, you must first conquer the squealing you're currently doing and be able to stand up straight.
Of course. And he does come up to his full height in a way that says to you that this guy actually is a prince. Like, when he wants to do grandeur, he can do grandeur.
That's good. I figured I shouldn't have to teach you any of that. Proper decorum, important for a man of
Culture and taste. I know.
Now,
Where I come from, I am so incredibly handsome and skilled. There is no one who can keep their hands off me.
try not to let that get you into trouble here.
Yes, I have heard that you cannot buy people here. It's very unfortunate. It's highly efficient.
You just can't buy people in the same way as Osman.
Oh, I see. We should talk more about this later.
I think that would probably be unhealthy for your training. But maybe a little. Either way,
Okay.
have a seat.
So wait, are you sitting him with you at the interview?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to imagine the entire time he's seated, he's looking directly into the camera, even though people are telling him not to, and he's doing young Will. I'm talking like beginning of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, full height smile, waving into the camera. No matter what anyone does, no matter where the camera's pointed, this is the only way he knows how to do things. He's nobility. Actually, he's royalty, so. But he doesn't know how cameras work.
Adam just leans over. Stop looking at the camera. Look at William. Treat it like a conversation among people. The cameras aren't there.
He starts waving at William.
You don't have
William's
to wave.
just
He knows
like-
you're here.
Welcome back to Solaris Nights. I am William Williamson III, and I'm sitting down with Adam Kiseki, and I'm afraid, who is your companion here today?
It's Osman Al-Baslan. He is my newest protege. Apex Dragons has a new crop of recruits. I've been assigned to train Osman in the ways of being a mech warrior.
So he's like, wait a second, I recognize that outfit. That's summer of '53, right? And Osman's just like,
Osman's a big fan.
Oh well, he signs a napkin and passes it over to Osman, who's just like, I will cherish this forever. Well, speaking of fans, Adam Kiseki, you have been making headway here on Solaris. You are not splashy or bombastic, but you do have a quiet way of winning about you that has earned you some measure of respect here.
I try not to make things too overly noisy. Solaris is already a very loud place.
You're challenging today the God of Explosions for his rank 78 seat. How do you think that's going to go down?
Well, William, between you and me, I've spent an awful lot of time fighting clan mechs. I think I have a good idea of what I'm doing here. I think that despite his overwhelming amount of armor and long-range firepower, that I will be able to close distance on him very quickly and negate a large part of his advantage. At that point, I just have to, tear the mech to pieces in close quarters, as I have many times before.
As a clan war veteran, I want to ask you to comment on the news we just got here today. 2 days ago, Ulrich Kerensky was killed in the fighting on Wotan, and as a result, the so-called refusal war has come to an end with the Jade Falcon victory. Now, we're not sure what's going to happen at this point. The whole war was to prove whether or not Ulrich was a traitor, but now that he's dead, does that mean that the treaty is or is not nullified? Would you care to comment on this situation while we wait for more news to come in from the edge of the inner sphere?
I'm not an expert in treaty law, William, but I will say, if this means the Jade Falcons are in charge now, well, that is essentially two things. One of them quite good, and the other one quite bad. The good fact is that the Jade Falcons have absolutely, well, I suppose they're actually the same fact. The Jade Falcons have absolutely zero respect for the Innisphere. They believe us to be nothing, just simply vermin to be crushed underneath their boot heels. This is good for us because it means that the Jade Falcons are among the more foolish of the clans. They will fight badly like they do. And in my experience, they're among the easier to kill as a result. The bad news is that because they believe so lowly of us, the likelihood of them respecting a treaty or their treatment of people, if they do manage to take ground, the people whose worlds they take will not have it well. I do not have a great deal of respect for the clan warrior caste in general, but at the very least, clan wolves seem to understand some modicum of how to fight a war.
Does that mean you have some measure of respect for Seth Kabrinsky?
The measure of respect I hold for Seth Kabrinsky is based mostly on his own personal actions as of late. He is preparing to fight a trial of grievance for a reason that I find almost charitable. which leads me to believe that he is, at the very least, one of the few clan people who I've met who have some measure of proper empathy.
Who is the target of this trial?
Sorry, Jade Falcon.
All right, so I want you to know that at the bottom of the screen, there's like a breaking news, DBC exclusive, Saya Jade Falcon, trial of grievance with Seth Kabrinsky. On every channel.
The way I understand it is there is people held on a drop ship that previous to the Refusal War belonged to Clan Wolf. Saya was holding it in impound because she believes it to be the future property of Clan Jade Falcon, whatever the hell that means. And the people held on that drop ship are the family of another member of the stable, whom Seth is, to my knowledge, not even all that well, all that closely related to. And yet, Seth is currently going to fight in order to allow them to have their family back from Saya. So, like I said, much to my surprise, Seth Kabrinsky himself at least seems to have some measure of charity about him.
Well, this has all been revelatory and shocking. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Frankly, he kind of just unbuttons his cuff and rolls his right sleeve up that he keeps pulling, that thus far he has kept pulling down to hide the bit of the like a green like talon. And it just shows like several Jade Falcon logos, except the sword, instead of being in the talons, is like shoved into the top of the bird.
Well, you just pissed off an entire clan. That's me saying that, not him. That's me saying that.
I just have this to say, William. I do very much wish Seth Kabrinsky wins his trial. If he doesn't, well, I still have space on this hand for another tattoo. Perhaps I'll take the next shot.
Osmond finally stops shrimping and goes, "Oh shit, my man just said he gonna kill Saya J. Falcon. Oh!"
Adam just kind of smiles.
Yep. Listen, Osmond's from the periphery. He's stuck in the 1980s. 1989 is where he lives.
Well, as for the rest of it, say this. Back to my opponent, God of Explosions. I wish you the best of luck. You will require it. Because despite your superior engine firepower, using a machine twice my size, mark my words, I will still leave you a smoking pile on the field today. There is no question. I've done it 100 times before. I will do it 100 times more before I am done.
After you say that, Osmond pops his head into frame in front of you, and the camera goes, "And I am Osmond Aslan, Prince of Iberius. Any of the ladies out there that want to get with me, just know I'm taking positions for concubine slaves right now. Holla at me, girls." Are you guaranteeing victory, by the way?
I am.
Are you doing it in anybody's name?
I'm also guaranteeing to fucking grab Osmond by the collar.
Just remember, you're on camera right now.
Before he makes more of a fool of himself in front of everybody.
Look, there's 10 trillion people in the inner sphere. Maybe somebody's into being a concubine slave.
I'm sure there's several. Just maybe asking them on television isn't the way to find out.
I don't listen. I didn't write this character. I'm only here to find out what'll happen.
Same. Yes, I am guaranteeing victory, and I am guaranteeing victory in the name of Jacobson Unlimited.
Wow. All right.
Because will that count, TM?
You know what? I'll say it will.
Awesome.
They like having money, Jacobson Unlimited.
And if I lose, I can always just try to advertise for them after the match.
Are you a hot dog?
I'm not.
All right, you take a stress.
Yep.
That's 2 stress now. Unfortunately, I don't think saying Jade Falcons are bad or Saya is bad is a controversial statement at this time.
No. But maybe saying if Seth loses, I'm going to kill her myself might be.
Ooh, you know what?
Not.
You know what? I'll accept that. Go ahead and roll. See how it goes.
7.
Look, there are some people in the audience that think threatening to kill anyone, especially a coworker, that's not on the battlefield is really bad. But there's other people who just really hate Saya Jade Falcon. You just picked up them as fans.
Excellent. So I either reduce a stress or gain a glory?
Correct.
I'm going to gain a glory.
You picked up a lot of fans.
I need to replenish my glory. It all got ablated at the end of the first season. I need that glory to avoid head hits if I'm gonna beat this guy. Especially if he's firing 10 AC2 slugs at me.
Well, it's an ultra, right? So you got twice as many.
So I got, okay. Does he have 10 whole guns, or is it 8 ultra AC2s?
No, it's 10 ultra AC2s.
All right, so I got 20 slugs flying at me around. Need to dodge those head hits. Oh my god, I want to.
You guys thought you were ready for a higher form of war. Now you are.
Oh, I want this mech so bad. It's so funny. I'm gonna be so sad if I core this guy.
You're gonna be really sad when you die to this guy.
And no, I will not be sad if I die to this guy. I will still be incredibly amused.
So when he enters the arena, all of his machine guns and all of his AC2s are firing tracer rounds as quickly as all of the guns can. So like the machine guns are set in like the barrel meltingly fast mode. And when he comes in, you can tell why they call him the God of Explosions, because the front of his mech is just a continual explosion as each of his guns is firing. You know, they're not all firing at the same time, so there's like a continual line of shells just being ejected from his mech over and over again. That's not a good angle. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, here we go. This is what the Kraken looks like. Just a big chunky boy, but he's got the nice clan, you know, hip swivel turret that the Mad Cat started. Yeah. So
his arms are literally just massive 5-barrel Gatlings.
Yep.
Excellent.
As the explosions die off and he stops firing, you can hear the sound of all of his guns reloading at once, and it is shatteringly loud. And then you just hear over the microphone, the God of Explosion. And then like fireworks go off all around him. Flying VTOL drops some like fuel air bombs nearby that just set off these massive overhead explosions. You know, this whole little thing probably costs like several million C-bills just to put on this performance. But the people love it.
Yeah.
The snows of the Boreal Reach, which are entirely holographically generated, are still blown away by all of the explosions and heat. But then, you know, like the whole landscape shifts again. It like regenerates back into snow.
Nice.
What's your intro look like?
Adam's intro actually was the fact that he's just been sitting there for the entirety of the God of Explosions intro. And he's just been sitting there painting. And when he flips it around, it's just he painted the God of Explosions intro. And it's like Starry Night, but it's the mech with all the explosions in the air and the fuel air bombs going off and stuff.
Interesting.
And he just says, "There's only one way we leave this mortal coil. Well, I suppose two. It is either death or apotheosis. You claim to have already completed one. Perhaps we'll see if you're capable of the other."
Explosion! Did that work? I never know if my fucking stream deck's working anymore. My audio system's fucked.
But of course, my friend. Explosion.
All right, let me roll his Lyran Alliance dice. 6. Great, it's garbage.
7.
All right, you get to pick the sides. You want to go long ways, right? Extend the fight out as long as possible.
I really don't, unfortunately. I'm gonna come in from this side. Think. Yeah, I'll come in.
Enters from up here.
That's very funny.
Seven.
5. I go first. Oh wait, we have to do the board.
Oh, you're right. We do have to do the board. Thank you for reminding me how to do my job. 2 is 3, 1, 2. Not 9. Not 9. Oh, okay, it's 8. 8 is 1, 4, 2. Ooh, even better. Anything to keep you from getting close quickly. 10 is 4, 3. That's crazy. That. Oh, I'm not hitting the right. Nope.
Excellent. Okay, so this is level 3. Cool. I will move to 1, 2, 3. And I will be hidden behind that.
That's true. All right, he doesn't go anywhere.
Initiative again.
7 is. Holy cow, we never see this. Floor is rising, it's lava.
Well, it's actually applying to things that are vaguely close to us.
Two, 4. Suddenly you're visible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what was your initiative?
Mine was 5.
8.
All right, so I go first again. What's that?
I don't like how far your cursor's moving.
Yeah, I was just doing some quick maths.
Those ice hexes are ice before you run
Yep.
over them. Okay.
I moved there.
Yeah, that's annoying. Thrilling, high stakes chase. 3 is 1-1-1. Oh, it actually has 4th spot. Okay. 7 is 3-1-1. Ten is 4-3-4-3. So the very pylon you're standing on, the snowdrift you're standing on, suddenly like snow begins falling all around you, and you're like, "That's weird." And then you're like, "What's happening? Is this Legend of the Hidden Temple? I'm rising! No! Ah!" You crest the top of the snow hill and are suddenly visible.
That's fine.
All right, let's roll. 6.
7.
I don't move.
Okay.
Can't hide forever.
I will take that bet. Besides, I don't want to hide forever. I just need to hide long enough to get close and kick your ass. Really, I just need 9 to not be like that.
You need the first one at 9 to drop all the way to the bottom so you can't get up and get them. You hit 9 and
All
do
right.
like 1-4-4. Perfect. You know, I hate staying on the edge of the map. It makes me feel like total scum.
Mm-hmm. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not quite. One, two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That could work. That would be 3 high. That's partial cover there. That'd be a decent evasion modifier. You know what? We'll do that.
Are you
Activate
supercharging?
supercharger.
Okay.
Yep, the supercharger kicks up, and we see Adam jump from this pylon to this one, and then hop straight off of it, right here, and go running off. 1, 2. Boom. 12. That is a run for evasion.
Okay, it's going to fire all the ultras in ultra mode. That's a hit. 2 points of damage center torso.
Okay.
2 points of damage center torso.
Okay.
2 points right torso. And 2 points right arm. Miss. Miss. Miss.
Another miss.
Yep. This is a hit. Center torso.
Okay.
Final shot is a miss.
All right, that was good. That was good. I like that.
20 ammo.
Okay. ER large laser.
How much did he
Gauss
actually
rifle.
end up doing to you, real quick? Was it like 10?
It was. Yeah, it was 10. Right at. It was right at 10. He did 2 to right torso, 6 to center torso, which was pretty good grouping, and then 2 to my right arm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I will fire a Gauss rifle, an ER large laser, and then a medium laser as far as effective firing, and then I fire a couple small lasers to stay at exactly 9 heat. Oh, shit, I realized I did not math my stuff up. I have a 2 gunnery. I ran, makes it 2 as well. He didn't move. My heat makes it +1. I'm hitting at 5s for both the Gauss rifle and the ER large. And then I'm hitting on 7s for the medium laser because it is at medium range.
Okay. Sorry, did you hit?
Yes, you take 15 damage to the right leg from the Gauss rifle.
Got it.
Which is not where I wanted to hit you, but that's fine. You then take 8 damage to the right torso, which is where I want to hit you because that's where all the ammo is. And then you take 5 damage to the left leg.
Wait, how much to the right torso?
8. ER large laser.
All right, I'm there. Okay, I'm back in. Is that everything?
Yes, that
must have been
is
enough to force a.
that was. And that is all of my effective fire.
I'm good.
Okay.
How's your heat doing?
My heat stays exactly at 9.
Is 4. Heat is 1, 2.
Right.
Nope. That happened.
Come on, 9. No!
1,
Oh,
2,
never mind. That was a
3.
6 anyway. It wasn't close. I thought I almost got my 9.
All right, we need some Zinchians here to just be like, the winds of change are blowing. The winds of magic.
I can feel the warp overtaking me.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good pain.
I don't know what you're doing, but it's fucking weird.
I'm doing Dawn
8.
of War 2, bro. Or
All
not
right,
even
I never
Dawn of War
played
2,
it.
Dawn of War 1.
Didn't play that either.
9.
Damn it. Try that
Show
move.
me your moves. Oh. He's staying still. All right. 1, 2.
You do
3,
actually take a penalty
4.
for moving up 2, right? Because it would
Yes,
be 3.
it reduces it by 1.
Yep.
So for moving over a single elevation change, I don't run any extra, but if I'm going up 2 levels, it counts as +1.
I'm gonna force you to run.
You will be disappointed. That's a
Nothing
walk.
has changed then.
That's a walk of 6.
Reality is always disappointing. It was.
Okay, I also don't get a huge evasion modifier like I would love to.
All right, I'm alpha striking.
Okay.
We're about to find out why they call him the god of explosion. Ultras, of course.
Mhm.
Right arm.
Okay.
And head.
Excellent.
You want to do anything about that?
Yeah, I'm going to real quick. I have Battle Drill 4, right? No, I don't have Battle Drill 4. I do still have to roll.
Okay.
So I
you
will
gotta
spend a
roll.
glory and roll the dice. That is an 8. So an 8 on Battle Drill, or an 8 on
Avoid
resisting a
take a hit
critical,
crit. Yeah. You negate
and
the crit.
or the pilot damage, but gain 1 stress.
You're up to 3 now.
So I'm now up to 3 stress.
That was just the first shot.
You'll love to see it.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Hit. Right arm.
Hitting a lot in the right arm. Your clustering's been pretty good so far.
Right arm.
And continues to be decent.
Left torso. Miss. Left leg. And left arm. Miss. Center torso.
Okay.
Right leg. This is the machine guns now.
Yep.
Right arm for through
Machine guns are 2.
2. There's just a lot of 2s here, huh?
Yeah, he does 2 damage
Center
in a bunch
torso.
of different places. Okay.
Right leg. Right torso.
Okay.
You definitely, absolutely have to make a battling check.
All right.
Look, now that he's finally starting to hit, right? It's not that they all hit at once, but as you're running forward, you're basically just losing parts of your mech over. You're like, do.
The whole mech's
You're
just
getting
rattling
Tropic
around.
Thundered.
Yeah.
Yeah, show me what you got. What are you doing?
So, what I'm doing
Yeah, tell me what you're doing. What you're really.
is, yeah, okay. I'm firing the Gauss rifle, the ER large, a medium laser, and 2 small lasers.
That Goss is gonna have a bit of a rage, right?
Yep, it's gonna be the same
as I
the
have
same,
suffered.
The same as if it was at medium range.
Suffer.
And then yeah. So everything is hitting on 4s, except the Gauss rifle, which hits on 6.
Show me.
Gauss rifle does 15 damage to the left leg. ER large laser does 8 damage to the right arm. Medium laser does a center torso through armor critical.
What? Oh, but no critical.
But no crit.
Perfect.
I know, right? So tragic. Small laser does 3 damage to the left arm. And small laser does 3 damage to the right torso.
All right, I'm kicking.
I'm throwing 2 punches.
I thought you would. Check a text on 148, huh? Let's kick it. Okay, have 1 for every 5 tons, so that's 20 damage.
Yep.
How hard could it be to hit you? Not that hard. Wow, if only that was the location. All right. 20 damage to your right leg. Will also cause you to make... Actually, I forgot to make my pilot check, so I might not even get to kick. I succeed.
Okay. I succeed both pilot checks.
Perfect. Actually, I mean, curses. You should have fallen.
That's a punch. That's one hit. That's 2 hits. First punch hits you in the right torso for 12. Oops. Okay. Second punch hits you in the head for 12.
Well, he checks out the back of his mech. As his Kraken falls to the ground, it slumps and then falls forward.
Wow, I was after that 20 damage kick, I was like, oh man, I actually can't fight a 100-ton mech in melee. This is a problem. I can't get behind him.
You're fine. You didn't take any internal damage at any point, right?
I actually didn't, just barely. I've got 2 armor left on the right leg.
You have mech repair?
I do not, but this thing is ubiquitous.
It's a 1 repair.
Yes.
You guaranteed victory in the name of Jacobson.
Unlimited.
Congratulations on that. Go ahead and mark down that you advertised well for them. You'll get you get an experience point, and then you choose whether you want experience or glory.
I will take the extra experience.
You advertised earlier, or that hasn't happened yet? You just rep for Jacobson.
I have. I believe I don't think I advertised for any of the investors. I created a line of like personal defense.
Oh, that's right. You got a 7 on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a 7 to 9.
After your match, but before you do your interview, Elizabeth approaches you in the mech bay at the arena, which is really unusual since we've literally never seen her outside the office, or I guess there was the one time she went on the trip with you guys.
Elizabeth, this is a pleasant surprise. What do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I just wanted to do this on camera so that the audience could see. I'm making sure all of our gladiators know that now that we've all got underway with some really good advertising, one of our investors has rewarded us with this. And she pulls out a briefcase which has the technical specs for listen kill missiles, which have now been unlocked for the stable.
Oh my. These are very interesting.
So as long as the enemy mech doesn't have ECM or it isn't a clan mech, listen kill missiles get a -1 to home in on them.
Wow, that is quite extraordinary.
Well, congratulations on your victory, Adam. I'm gonna head back to the office now.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
So you can see out on the battlefield, somehow Osman...
Oh, go ahead.
Osman has got his gold-plated urban mech out there and is like doing a dance for the audience. He's like, yeah, that's my man out there. He's doing like, he's trying to do like hip thrusts with an urban mech, right? But it doesn't really have a hip, and it only has like one really weird arm.
Yeah, it's just doing it, so it just ends up doing the SpongeBob bring it around town.
I don't even think the urban mech could do that. It doesn't have that.
Doesn't have that
around the world hip flex.
Bit.
Yeah, he wiggles his urban mech. That's what happens.
Yeah, he just, instead of bringing it around town, he's just spinning the Irby in a circle because it can 360 rotate. Around town.
Is there anything you want to do at your interview with William? I apologize. I'm not 100% right now. I don't know that I can bring it.
No, I think like he doesn't have anything in particular for William.
All right, so it's not that you skip the interview. It's just that nothing of value is discussed there.
Yeah, he just, he goes to the interview and is like, "Yep, I did what I said I was going to do. I got in close and I pulled the punches."
Okay. Anything you want to do afterwards?
Well, I'm going to take some time to immediately transmit those specifications to the Word of Blake.
They already have them.
I figured. But I immediately I update the specifications of the test platform I sent with a variant that has
okay.
listen kill.
Good.
Because they want me to,
You know
test
what?
some
Maybe
stuff out.
you send them the patch for the latest listen kill missile technology. Updated firmware for the missiles tracking system. I don't want to say that nothing happens. I mean, they definitely already have the basic platform. Their Comstar, but
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that I'm actually getting close to having the test platform ready. So once that happens, I can start sending them combat data, which is the real shit.
I will accept this as having moved forward a plot for your organization.
Okay. Well, that immediately clears me of stress.
Now, I think you've already indicated you're going to be training.
Yes, I'm going to be training Osmond.
I was going to ask, are you training Osmond or Percival?
I'm training Osmond. Percival was there, so try to give him a little something to do, just to keep him busy. Take the village and all that.
Okay. You train him with boxing and live fire exercises. Powered down.
Yeah, primarily I'm actually putting him in his mech and making him try to live fire me.
Okay. Anything else?
I level up.
Very well.
And this is my second level up with the ex-soldier playbook.
Sure.
Which means that I now choose to change my to reduce either my gunnery or pilot by 1.
Yeah. We're also including the option to reduce your aerospace gunnery or piloting by 1.
Oh, what did those start at?
5.
Frustrating is a lot of words. Perhaps in the future. I think still currently I have use for an additional -1 gunnery, which means I am now a 1-3. Back to my rightful place as the best shot in the stable.
Seth Kabrinsky would like to have a word.
Seth Kabrinsky's a 2 gunnery.
Yeah, but he has
Look, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Bloodstalker, weapon specialist, PPC. All my mechs have ERPPCs. That's cheating.
So
what am I gonna take jumping jack over here? Like some kind of
you
nerd?
should take jumping jack.
Nah, man. Natural grace ace pilot. I can run backwards.
This episode doesn't get released until Monday, I think. And tonight we're doing a special episode of Solaris Nights because Rogue Trader is canceled. So we're going to get round 2 of Seth versus Brody.
Oh, excellent.
So that's what you guys have to look forward to tomorrow.
That's going to be amazing.
Once more, destroying stable mechs.
You'll love to see it.
And this time, Seth is actually going to pilot a medium mech. Incredible.
Excellent. Whoever wins that, I have to challenge them immediately because
whoever wins, we both lose.
Yeah. I have to immediately fight whoever wins that because I got something to prove.
Of course. Well, good luck. You have to set up the match though, right? You got to make the roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I took Battlefield to board.
You got anything else you want to do or say?
Audience, if you'd like to see a Word of Blake top secret test platform on the battlefield, let me know. Now.
Okay, calm down. That's it, friends.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Oh, no. What do we say now? Fuck. Have a good time zone. Jeez, I'm so tired.